All right, today, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, friends, neighbors, relatives, we got a bit of a pickle of a project here. We got to put trailer lights on this trailer. Jake's working on it. He's got the lights mounted, and we had some problems with wiring harnesses with what we were given by the person who wants this done. The problem is the way this trailer is constructed. It's constructed out of pipe and angle iron. The pipe cross members are the ones that go from one side of the frame to the other. It's made of really heavy angle iron, which is kind of nice if you're going to make a trailer out of angle iron. But there is no path to run wiring under the trailer, which is where you would normally run it. So we're going to do the little bit of an unorthodox thing here is we're going to run down the tongue bars out. We're going to catch this marker light here. We're going to come up this vertical. We're going to go down the top, back down out in the light, because there's no other path to run the wiring. Originally what was welded underneath was square tubing and round tubing, and it runs down the middle of the trailer, and it's right here the suspension bottomed out and smashed all the wiring. So I'm not putting that back. That's just ridiculous. This thing wasn't really designed all that great, and it's fraught with problems. So we're going to take the, I guess, the safest route on this trailer to run the wiring, and that's through the top bar. There's really no other choice. Hold on a minute, Jake. Are we directly across right here?
Yeah, because, well...
Can you come in at an angle this way?
Yeah, you're like right in here somewhere.
See if that angle works, if you can angle that step drill. You might want to run a pilot hole maybe. Oh no, you got her. You got her. Keep going. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. The original wiring we had to extend the ground wire because it was too short, because it's China. You know, that's just China. And that's what we're up against. So quickly, trailer wiring 101. The most important wire that you're going to see on a trailer is the white wire, which is ground. And the ground wire carries the current for all the lights and everything else that's going on. That's the return path. This is what the original OEM one the guy gave me, and the wire is pretty green, crusty, so we're not using it. These are what I like to use. Got these on Amazon. But again, they are short, and that annoyed me because I thought they were longer, but they're really heavy duty. I'm going to try them out on my trailer and see how they go. But let's go quick rundown. White wire is ground. You can see in this harness, it's actually a little, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a little heavier gauge, maybe. Maybe it's not. Anyway, so you got brown is your tail lights, okay? Brown is tail lights. That runs your markers on the side. Your tail lights, some people call them running lights. They connect with the headlight circuit on the tow vehicle. White wire is ground, like we discussed. Yellow wire is left turn and brake. So if it's brake, it glows steady. If it's a turn signal, it flashes. Green is right and brake. If it's brake, it grows steady, and if it's yellow, if it's blinking, then it's turning. So that's how that works. That's why there's only 3 actual wires carrying power signals out and 1 return on the ground. So that's it in a nutshell. That's the that's it. This is stuff that's indicative of what you're going to get out of China. To do all our splices, we're using a combination crimp and we're using a combination crimp and heat shrink all in one. I bought these called Wirefly. I got them on Amazon. So the shrink ratio on the tubing is 3:1. They're supposed to be strong crimps. It's tin copper, which means that it has a lead wash on it, and they're adhesive lined. That gives you an idea of what we're looking at. So that's what we're going to be using to do all the connections on the wiring. This set was not cheap, but I can tell you now, these things, these crimps and that, they're not cheap. And these seem to be relatively decent construction. I'm not too, yeah, they're not bad. So we'll give them a shot. So that's where we are on that. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to do some crazy fishing to fish the wire. We're going to use MIG wire to do the fishing. We're going to come all the way down and see if we can make this happen. And it ain't going to be easy. So we're going to give it a try. And we'll let you know how it goes. Thanks. Stand by for the rest of this. Yeah, exciting. How do we call this, Jake? I don't know.
One thing went to another.
Yeah, we're in eyeballs deep.
We're in eyeballs deep. This is the kind of thing you deal with.
All right. We'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, so far so good. You can see here where we made a hole through the frame to pass the wiring through. So we could carry the wiring along here. It's going to be underneath here, up into this tube. This is our fish cable. It's going to go up into this tube. We had to put an access hole to go down the trailer to get over there, and the cable's running out the other side. So what I used here was, this is clothesline cable. And clothesline cable is nice because you can just have a length of it, like 25 feet, let's say, and you can fish from both ends at the same time, so you can move stuff back and forth. And that's what we did here. There's the T-splice that we have to put in for the side marker light. I don't have any grommets, unfortunately, and so we're just going to tape up the wires as best we can.
Got a bit of a hook here.
And we'll continue feeding this through. So we did connect this light. I don't know if it works or not. I'll tape this up. So far, these heat shrinks right here, these have been working pretty good. So we're okay with it. So there you can see the hole in the tongue. So we'll go in that side. We'll go along. We'll come out on the outside. I don't like putting the wires in coming out the tube, which I could have, because that's where the original wire was, but they were all chopped off. And what happens is, when you're backing up your truck or your tow vehicle to the trailer, you end up smashing off the wire harness. So this way it stays on top. I've got the harness taped up. We'll put some loom on it for the connector to the vehicle, the tow vehicle. So that's what we're doing. The ground's there. I'll do the ground. We'll come through and we'll get both of this done. So I'm going to tape up this T-splice here, and then we'll keep moving on, and we'll keep pulling the wire down the trailer. This is the wire that's going to keep going down the side. Hopefully we have enough and I don't have to splice again. These kits, these harnesses, they're just, yeah, I like doing my own, but like I said before, it's hard to get wire. I can't get the right size. It's just, you know, I don't have a Princess Auto here, so you got to catch it when it's on sale. And I do like to use minimum 16 gauge, 14 preferred, just because that's the way I am. You get less voltage drop when the wiring gets old and crummy, which happens on trailers from the salt. And anyway, let me get this taped up and we'll keep pulling the wire through, and I'll give you an idea what it looks like underneath. There's nowhere to tie wiring. It's just the way this trailer was built. I've never seen one like it. So it's angle iron and pipe, literally. I'll give you a shot of it underneath there. That's what she looks like. So there's nowhere to pass wiring. They had the wiring going down that channel, or that tubing, down the middle of the chassis, and what happened was they bottomed out the suspension, and there's a small tractor goes on this trailer, and it smashed this tubing. The axle smashed through the tubing and cut all the wiring off. So we can't. That's just not going to work. I'm not going to do that again. You know. Yeah. My name ain't Jim Camerata. We're just gonna do it that way. Anyway, we'll keep on going. So I'm fishing out the wire now. You can see me pulling on the clothesline cable, and there goes the wire. Wire's out the top. Sorry, out the top right there. So this is the splices all taped up for ingress of moisture and some mechanical protection. And then what I'll do is, like, I couldn't even get into the back side of the tubing under here. Where am I? This tubing here, I can't get to the back side. I can only get to the open end. So that's what it is. There's no way. This is crazy design. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just complaining, I guess. So let me get this wire down there. And we're going, I'll show you guys. Stand by for a minute. Hey, well, while you're waiting for me to come back, hit the like, subscribe button. Ring the bell for more content and more beautiful stuff like how to wire trailers. So there we are there. Now what I have to do is this cable. Where am I? Yeah, this cable has to go down. So let's go to the other end of the trailer. And you can see where it comes out. You couldn't do this with fish tape. Because I mean, it's just sucks. It sucks we got to do this, but this is what we got to do. And the clothesline cable, it'll push okay. I mean, it ain't the greatest, but it ain't the worst. It does snag on the edges. Jake, come over here and pull that cable out at the other end. I'll feed it to you. Right there.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Keep pulling. You see wire yet?
Not yet. Right here.
And we're too short. Don't pull, that's it.
We're too short?
Yep, we're too short. Oh, by what are we too short by there?
If you wanted to do it nice, probably 10, 12 inches.
Yep, there you go. So we'll have to splice. That just adds work to it. So now you see what I mean. Because we had to take this unorthodox route of going up here 12 and coming down 12, we don't have enough wire. But we really don't have a choice. So it is what it is. And we will fix it. Because that's what we do. So that's all. Nice inside. That's as good as it gets. That's all it gets. That's all I can do. There you are. Almost enough. So we'll add this place to that. And yep. That's all we got. But it'll work. Hopefully. And we'll have lights soon. And we'll be back in a bit. This is old school. This is uninsulated crimps. And you can use those with heat shrink tubing.
Yellow maybe?
Fit? Yellow fit? Yeah. You can use it with heat shrink tubing. And that's the way we used to do it. But we only got 6.
Need more? Or are we out?
I don't know if you can find more in there or not. There was a bag of them. Oh, there's, what do we got there? 7.
7. Is that enough?
I think we need 8. There might be one more in there. Anyway, I'll show you that. It's basically the same. Cut the wire, crimp it, and put this heat shrink sleeving over it, and that's it. So let me get this done. I'm going to get this wire extended and get the light connected. As you can see, we're that much too short, and there's nothing we could do about it because that's the way it is. So So let me get this fixed and we'll be back. So what I did here when I did this splice is, if you can see, I offset them so that it gives it a more streamlined look, and it won't be like a big lump right here where all the butt connectors are. So that's what we did. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes. How you doing, Jeremy?
Pretty good, how are you?
Good. That's the guy that owns the trailer.
You doing a YouTube video?
Yeah, we're doing a YouTube video on how to fix a trailer. So what we had, the problem is that there's no path to run the wire under the trailer. Okay. It was ran down a piece of square tubing in the center, and when the suspension bottomed out, it destroyed the tubing and chopped all the wires off, so I didn't want to put it back.
The
so
suspension bottomed out?
Yeah, and it hit the tubing. There's not enough clearance, so what we did is we ran the wiring inside of here.
Cool.
So it'll be way easier to fix too if you ever have to fix it again, which hopefully. But yeah, there we go.
By hand again this year.
So we got her all done. Lights are on. We're going to run a test. All the wiring's done. Looks pretty neat. Ran inside that upper rail. Connection done on the truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the trailer light test. Silverado comes with a test mode in it, and we'll turn that on. Wait for the computer to do its thing. And we'll go into settings. Right here, trailer lights, and then we'll hit start. And then that'll give us.
Jeremy, you want the receipt and everything, or no?
So we got our marker light and the lights working there. Right, working? Yeah,
the lights are on like brakes, yeah.
So there we go. That's lit. So it'll be left turn, which is flashing. Right turn, wow, it's fast. Doesn't give you time to look. Reverse. We don't have any reverse lights because there are none. And brake lights. So that's it. Call that done. It took a couple hours to do it. 3 hours I think we got into it. Yeah, everything is good. So it's another job well done. And there we go. Happy customer with a legal trailer, all his legal lighting done. Yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, please use the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for more content, and we'll see you soon.